And stepping into the ring for our next contest, the world champion, Daniel "The Rock" Dawson. Fantastic to see Daniel Dawson back in Western Australia to take on Denkhantor. All is in readiness for our next international bout. It's Australia versus Thailand out of the red corner. Denkhantor from Thailand, one of Thailand's best fighters, ranked number 2 at the Lumpini Stadium in this weight division. Up against two-time world champion from Australia, The Rock Daniel Dawson. In the corner with trainer Ron Parr. And Ron Parr just removing the traditional Thai Monkon hammer.
Of course, the Monkon is a charm, a good luck charm. It's removed by the trainer from the head of the fighter, and it's used to basically form a protection so that no harm comes to the fighter, etc., or the fighter's head, etc. And that is a very traditional thing that is always done in Thai boxing. And this is pretty much calling time for Daniel Dawson, Michael. If he can make an impression here tonight, it will certainly be one of the big guns in Thailand. And that is certainly something remarkable, a remarkable achievement for an Aussie, or any Westerner, in fact.
Daniel Dawson, of course, winning the world title, ISKA world title, right here on Fox Sports in 1999 when he defeated the Prince Amir at the Crown Casino in Melbourne. Then, of course, went on to win the WMTA world title and be crowned the 1999 Blitz Hall of Fame Male Kickboxer of the Year.
Of course.
His toughest challenge to date here in centre ring against Denkhantor from Thailand. Nice cracking round kick to the ribs there from Dawson.
And all the coverage of tonight's event in its entirety, I suppose you'll be covering in International Kickboxer magazine, Michael?
Will be.
In your usual journalistic fashion.
Dawson just trying to catch the kicking leg there of Denkhantor.
International Kickboxer, really the only magazine in the country, one of only a few magazines in the world, in fact, to exclusively cover the sport of Thai boxing and kickboxing outside of Thailand.
Daniel Dawson had a huge year in 1999, as I said, defeating Prince Amir. He also defeated Thailand's Krongsak Lek right here in Perth. He fought and beat a French champion in New Caledonia. And he went the distance with the living legend Jongsanan in Hawaii. He's fought all the big guns in Australia. Prince Amir, Wayne Parr, Jenk Faik, Tibet Hamza. He's gone up against all of them. Step up, left hook there from Daniel Dawson. Very well put together fighter, very composed, relaxed fighter. Huge array of weapons. We saw him unleash a magnificent jumping downward elbow strike against Prince Amir on his way to the world title last year, Hammer.
He's the type of fighter that is very well versed in all techniques, and he is only improving with each fight, becoming more and more rounded as he goes, more and more composed, and learning new and innovative techniques. You wonder what he's going to pull out of his bag of tricks next. Daniel Dawson in the blue shorts, but take nothing away from his opponent here tonight. The Thai Denkhantor has been around for a long time and is truly one of the legends of the sport in Thailand. You see Dawson just sizing up Denkhantor, working the thigh well, squares up again. He's very calm and composed, working all his ranges of kicks well. There's a kick to the ribs, getting up nice and tightly. Squares up again, dummies the punch, dummies the kick rather, and follows through the right hand. Just seizing up Denkhantor.
We're rumbling the second round of action. Daniel Dawson of Australia against Denkhantor of Thailand. Dawson trained up 2 months in Thailand at the ISS camp with such champions as Chat Chai and Deptapuk in preparation for this fight. Immediately assumes the clinch in centre ring. A real battle for strength going on between these two men. Dawson, outside leg kick to the outside left thigh. Just couldn't get his distancing there on the left hook. High right round kick from Denkhantor. Dawson ties him up and forces him back against the ropes. Dawson looking to control the ring against Denkhantor. Denkhantor the more flat-footed of the two. Dawson ties him up. Just working the heel kicks to the back of the thigh and the rear calf there of Denkhantor.
Obviously those heel kicks and knees to the thighs are a wearing down sort of process, Michael, where they're just trying to break away the muscle, cork up the thigh, which will then retard the movement of the fighter. Obviously, if your thighs are all corked up and bruised, you're not going to be moving as freely as you perhaps should be, and your leg kicks and your kicks won't be able to come out as quick as they should. As Dawson just swings that lead roundhouse kick past the face of Denkhantor.
Dawson looking to rush in and chop out the legs of Denkhantor. Denkhantor just expressionless. Step up side kick there from Dawson, dragging the right leg behind him. Sweeps out the supporting leg of Denkhantor. Well done by Dawson. Now Denkhantor smiles at him and says, "Not too bad, Rock. Let's see if you got another one of those in your little bag of tricks." Beautiful parrying of the leg there. Catch and parry from Daniel Dawson.
Well, this is the stuff that's going to score very well for Daniel Dawson, but he just needs to be consistent with it and keep working all the way through. As we saw in our last fight with Ryan Simpson, you can't go even Stevens because you will lose. So Daniel Dawson here really needs to be taking this fight by the scruff of the throat and giving it a good shake-up early, not waiting too long, because who knows what can progress down the track in the later rounds. He may get a little banged up, his legs might get a bit tight from the kneeing or whatever. So he's got to get the points up while he's still fresh.
Comments from the former Australian Cruiserweight Muay Thai champion, Mark the Hammer Castanini. Ringside with myself, Michael Chavello. All the action from the Challenge Stadium in Perth. Daniel Dawson of Australia just catching the round kick and sweeping out the supporting leg of Denkhantor again. Fantastic anticipation from Daniel Dawson. Looking very sharp tonight, the two-time world champion.
Well, he's certainly got his eye in well, and a worthy world champion he is too, Daniel Dawson. Great round from Dawson in that round. I'd give that round to him. He had the superior work rate, also with the takedowns. Was anticipating well, sweeping well. And Dawson is looking the goods thus far. You see Dawson squaring up again. There's that sweep, beautifully executed, caught the leg, took out the supporting leg. And that is what you have to do. You have to think.
We're underway in the third round of action. Daniel Dawson against Denkhantor. Now we'll see the intensity of this bout really step it up. We might see some of those flying elbows from Daniel Dawson. Dawson going downstairs again, looking to chop out the legs of Denkhantor. Just like an absolute meat cleaver with those leg kicks, Daniel Dawson.
Well, not as many elbow strikes being thrown tonight as I would have anticipated, Michael, with under these rules, but that just goes to show the respect that the fighters have for the elbows, because you get caught with an elbow and you really know about it. But tonight they're holding back. Both the red and the blue corners are using the elbows very conservatively.
Dawson just charging Denkhantor across the ring, ties him up against the ropes. Denkhantor trying to work the knees to the left rib cage. Dawson corking away to the right thigh. Referee separates both men. Large red mark on the upper right ribs or left ribs and back of Daniel Dawson from those vicious round kicks from Denkhantor. Dawson just looking to dummy the leg kick and come through with the big right hand. Digs away the right hand to the ribs, and there's a knee off the right leg. All tied up against the ropes again. Dawson just negating the knees effectively there of Denkhantor.
Beautiful knee block there, effected by Dawson. Getting his thigh right across the two thighs of Denkhantor, effectively trapping both his legs so he can't knee. A
lot of grappling in this round, the third round scheduled for 5. Two-time world champion the Rock Daniel Dawson against Denkhantor of Thailand. Dawson looking very sharp in his defences tonight. Denkhantor just trying to catch the kicking leg. Dawson trying to do the same. They tie up against the ropes. This is where Dawson could possibly come over the top and with some of those crossing and overhand elbows.
Well, the opening was certainly there for one of the fighters just to roll an elbow strike through off the grapple.
All tied up again.
They're choosing just to lock on with that grapple and work the knees.
Dawson staying the busier of the two within the clinch, just working those calf kicks and those corking knees to the outside thighs.
You'd have to be scoring those too, Michael, because he is affecting them. It's not like they're being negated. So I hope that's all being taken into account by the judges.
Denkhantor goes sailing again with that searing right round kick to the ribs. Dawson almost connected with a short right uppercut.
Throwing the combos well, Daniel Dawson tonight, and catching the kicks, kicking the supporting leg.
Nice left round kick to the ribs there from Denkhantor. Dawson catches the kicking leg. He's going to try and sweep out the support leg. There's the end of the third round of action, Hammer.
Third round evened out a little there, but still possibly leaning the way of Daniel Dawson. Denkhantor, however, stepped up the intensity a little more at the start of that round, but it tapered out a little towards the end. And Daniel slowly came back towards the end of that round. There you see Daniel catching the leg, trying for that takeout, but he was striking on the outside of the leg. Possibly the sweep from the inside would have been the way to go there, but he was holding the kicking leg. But nevertheless, Dawson is very, very much switched on tonight. He's thinking, he's got good guard, and he's throwing good, solid technique. Denkhantor, however, you know, for all his experience, is a very, very solid opponent indeed.
ยกอะไร Sport round ครับต้องแข็งแรงครับแข็งแรงต้องไว้ก่อนนะแค่นี้ยังเนี่ยก่อน
อย่าลืมนะครับพี่น้องประชาชนชาวไทยทั่วประเทศมหกรรมการศึกษา 2000 ที่เมืองทองธานีซึ่งจะขึ้นระหว่างวันที่ 9 ถึง 26 มีนาคมนี้ซึ่งขอเชิญชมความยิ่งใหญ่ในการปฏิรูปการศึกษาของประเทศไทยชมสินค้าราคาถูกนะครับมากมายทีเดียว
All is in readiness for the fourth round of action. Daniel Dawson against Denkhantor. It's been an even affair so far. Daniel Dawson perhaps the slightly busier in the grappling situations.
And you'll see Dawson pick the pace right up now, Michael. This is really where he's got to shake it up. Go into the body. Nice body shot from Dawson. And then over to the head. He really needs to pick up the pace now and make an impression. Denkhantor, I feel, should start to throw a few elbows in this round.
Dawson already stepping up the intensity here in the fourth round. Beautiful clubbing right hand there to the side of the head from Daniel Dawson. Well, the Rock certainly rocked the Thai fighter, that's for sure.
Set it up well, body, and then up to the head. Working all ranges.
Left hook there from Dawson, just missing with the high left round kick. Denkhantor just continues to taunt him with his very awkward stance.
Interesting to see Denkhantor fighting without a mouth guard. I suppose that would explain the missing front tooth.
Trade of round kicks in the centre of the ring. Neither man came up trumps. Denkhantor allowing himself to be backed against the ropes. Dawson whipping up the high right round kick, looking to take his head off. Jumping right hand there from Daniel Dawson. They tie up right in front of our commentary position now. Dawson working a succession of knees to the outside right ribs. 1 minute 15 down in the fourth round. Nice right hand to the side of the head there from Dawson. That'll make Denkhantor wish he was someplace else. Nice high left round kick there from Dawson. A step up side kick. Good combination. Dawson just ties him up in the neutral corner. Denkhantor now trying to work the chopping heel kicks to the hamstring of Dawson. Leg kick to the outside right thigh, then one to the left rib cage from Denkhantor. He just smiles at Dawson. Smiles once again at him. Dawson now sucking in the air in the 4th round. Good forearm guard against the high right round kick. Leaping round kick from Dawson. The crowd loved that one, Hammer.
Well, that's the type of stuff that Daniel Dawson is getting renowned for. He's got that explosiveness, ready to roll. Whenever the opportunity's there, he'll throw something to please the crowd. Denkhantor now using his front kicks very well.
2.5 minutes down in the 4th round of action. Denkhantor backed against the ropes again. They're the defensive front kicks. Whips the high left round kick to the head. Just trying to wrap it around the back of the neck of Dawson. Racking rib kick again from Denkhantor, just smiles at the Rock.
Well, Denkhantor, a veteran of in excess of 70 fights. Very comfortable in centering.
Dawson just ties him up and forces him back against the ropes. The referee separates both men.
When you think about it, 70 fights versus Daniel Dawson's 21. Okay, just seeing Daniel Dawson sizing up Denkhantor now. Step up side kick. As I said, he's got a good array of technique, Daniel Dawson. Slide in round kick. Just poising himself. Body shot. Coming back with a hook. Nice display of technique from Daniel Dawson. The Aussie doing well at this stage.
Here we go in the 5th and final round of action. Australia versus Thailand. 2-time world champion Daniel Dawson against Denkhantor. Dawson already stepping up the aggression so far in this round. Nice right hand to the side of the head. Swept through up the brow of Denkhantor. The local crowd really rallying behind local favourite Daniel Dawson.
Well, 5th and final round, Daniel's got to bring it home strong. For mind, he's got this fight well and truly within his grasp. Denkhantor just hasn't done enough, in my opinion, but he will finish strongly, Denkhantor. You can bet on that.
Denkhantor just pushes him off and smiles at Dawson.
But still no mouth guard, Michael.
Cracking round kick again there from Denkhantor. Shin connecting to the ribs. Dawson just hunts after him. It's been a cagey fight, a rugged fight. There's that whipping high right round kick. Dawson just caught it on the gloves and responded with one of his own.
You can hear the power of the kick behind the kicks of Denkhantor.
They tie up over against the ropes. Dawson trying to work the knees off the left leg. Referee will separate both men. Still to come, the Duke, Luke Kempson, and Oliver Olsen, both representing Australia against Thai opponents. Nice front kick there off the rear leg from Denkhantor. Dawson just parries the second front kick and comes back, ties him up, turns him around.
That was a great round kick there that rocketed in from Daniel Dawson onto the ribs of Denkhantor.
Oh, the flying knee there from Daniel Dawson, looking to get it up and under the chin of Denkhantor. Pop one of those under the chin, will be good night, Irene, that's for sure. Denkhantor now winding up the knee off the right leg. Daniel Dawson certainly likes to get airborne. Flying elbows, flying knees, flying round kicks. It's the boy that can fly. High left round kick, nice straight right hand to the jaw there from Dawson. Ties Denkhantor up, forces him back against the ropes. Denkhantor with a knee to the sternum.
Well, certainly if Dawson can keep busy towards the end of this round, he'd have to finish the favourite for this fight.
Into the final 20 seconds of the round, of the fight. Denkhantor, nice gut-munching knee. Dawson ties him up. Denkhantor just pushes him off. Both men now sapped for energy in the 5th and final round. Big clubbing left hand there from Daniel Dawson. He ties the tie up.
And a slight cut opened up over the left eye of Denkhantor.
There it is, the end of the 5th and final round of action again, Hammer. We're going down to the judges. How do you see it?
Well, this one is going down to the judges. And I tell you what, you'd have to give it to Dawson. Just did too much, was busy all the way through, greater range of technique. There you see him working the knees, Dawson, and he was just busy all the way through. And the boy from Oz, I'd have to say, has got to have the goods here.
Well, a decision.
The decision has gone the opposite way.
Well, that's a bit of an
What can
upset
I
in my
say?
opinion.
I can't agree with that, I'm afraid. Can't agree with that, but nevertheless, a great showing from Daniel Dawson.
And the championship belt being affixed around the waist of our Victor Denkhantor.